What is up, guys? It is Servo here and welcome. This is Oxford United episode 151, and believe it or not, I haven't actually done a commentary in about a week, so I've kind of missed it. Anyway, getting back into the thing of flow of things. Wow, I still can't talk. Not improved there, really. We have an FA Cup match against Ipswich. Yeah, Ipswich, baby. And then we have a semi-finals match against Aston Villa. The second leg replay. We need to win it to get into the final. We have a nice 1-0 lead to take into it. But obviously, the FA Cup game, I'm not going to be playing the strongest team as we have the Carling Cup semi-final, which is more important a few days later. However, it's still a fairly good team. Mr. F, Sordell, Lucas Piazon. I would not call those strikers bad. Lucas Piazon actually gets off to a very nice start. In the seventh minute, he scores a nice goal. I actually really like these kind of goals where he just takes kind of one bounce and then he smacks it straight in, or he takes a touch and he smacks it straight in. But yeah, that was a nice 7th-minute goal. Which had a really big chance here to equalise, but luckily somehow our scrappy defending managed to hold off, and Mr. F here really should have been doing so much better with that chance. I was expecting him to finesse it with his left foot, but apparently he has no left foot, which is a bit of a piss take. What's not a piss take is that Lucas Piazon, who again was vital in the play when he provided the assist for Marvin Sordell's header in the 18th minute, headed it straight down past the keeper, oncoming keeper is what I wanted to say. And they made it 2-0, but you know, that was a pretty easy header to score already. But still well done to Marvin Sordell for getting in the position. Carrick there with a shot, and then Mr. F again, him and Lucas Piazon playing an instrumental role in this game, sets up Sordell for another goal of the season from him. 26th minute goal, and yeah, that's a goal of the season. Look at it, outside the box, nice finesse, straight top corner, beats the keeper hand down, makes it 3-0. We are walking all over Ipswich. So I'm beginning to think that it's about time that we took off some of our important players, even though it's only the 34th minute you see here. We're still in front by 3 goals. Lucas Piazon here going through in the 36th, this is it now, and you know, he just had the very easy job of making it 4-0. Like I say, we were just totally walking all over them, and I was considering switching out all my best players at half time, like Lucas Piazon and Sordell, and I think Carrick was playing as well, so Carrick would have been a good player to switch off at half time, just to, you know, have them available for the FA Cup match if I really need them. Sordell hit the post there with that chip later on. I got a match of deflection on the way, but you know, I still couldn't get it in. And then Chopra here, who got injured in the first half, scored a 45-minute goal. He was still in the first half. He did have to go off injured after this, but he did score a nice goal before he got subbed. So well done to him. He kept going like every footballer should, and gave Ipswich a glimmer of hope, really. But a really good bit of defending there from us again. Stopped them getting more hope, because I'm pretty sure at 4-2 they would have come back into the match. Mr. F, how the hell did he miss that header? But yeah, it turns out that at half time I did take off all my good players, and I put on Belford and a couple of other young players, and it actually paid off, because we still managed to score another goal in the 67th minute. Mr. F went through. He is the lone striker up top now, and he had to work with Belford and I think it might have been Antibes on Kaiser on the other side. But he had to work with them to make that goal. Made it 5-1. Like I said, that was a 67th minute goal. And at this point, we were still walking all over the Ipswich. Carson really should have scored that. And then Bat does really well to clear it pretty much off the line. Or, you know, he was the last man in goal and he cleared it. But I tell you what, how did that striker not get anything to that? And it would have been a goal, really. Belford here went for the spectacular, really. Cutting inside the defender and then going for the shot, which would have gone top corner if it would have been any other person. But you know, Belford's still young; he needs some experience with that kind of stuff. But the final score was 5-1. Lucas Piazon, Marvin Sordell getting 2, and Mr. F getting 1, and that was a brilliant confidence booster ahead of the game against Aston Villa. And here we go, as you saw there, it was Atanas, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Lucas Piazon up front, who, like I said, I took off so I could afford to play him in that match, and he had the first chance of the game for us, and it was a deflected effort, really, and that was in the 25th minute, 21st minute even, and then Aston Villa had a chance in the 25th minute, tried to chip over the Petr in close range, didn't quite manage, and Atanas was here through on goal. The defender managed to get the ball, but I really did not expect Atanas to get back into that race. Still managed to get it somehow and got the shot off, but it was never really going in. But Aston Villa had a really good chance there. Good Woody through on goal. Petr had to come out and meet him, and that would have been pretty much a goal if he had just passed it. I mean, it was an open net, but you never know with the AI. But yeah, Aston Villa have a good team. They had Tevez in their team. He was a January window transfer, and luckily his free kick hit the wall on the stroke of half time, and they could not do anything from the rebound as we managed to clear it away, thankfully. But yeah, it was a pretty tight game, and the score was still 0-0. We really needed someone to break through and break the deadlock, and there was no other player to do that other than Atanas. In the 47th minute, he casually strolled through, the defence of the Aston Villa side was kind of let down, really. I mean, up to this point they had played well, but the defender let the ball bounce with the Townsend behind him. With any striker behind him, you just shouldn't let it bounce in your own half, really. Just generally speaking, meant at 1-0. Aston Villa did actually have a chance here to come back into it, but it was smashed well wide by that kid. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try it. Townsend had another chance in the 53rd minute. Tried to go for the curler in the far post. Maybe should have passed that back or out. But in the end, he does well to get the shot off, and then again could have scored there. That time, he definitely should have passed in the 60th minute, and probably could have sealed the game and sealed ours in the final. But Matty Harriott went for the chip over the Aston Villa keeper there and couldn't quite do it. And unfortunately, that was his pretty much only chance of the game. As I subbed him off for Carrick later on, and then Carrick had that chance really well saved by, I think it's still Shay Given actually. Anyway, well saved by Aston Villa keeper to again deny us a 2-0 lead. If we had taken a 2-goal lead, I think Aston Villa would not have come into it. We would have been 3-0 up on aggregate, really. Somehow they're still going for overhead kicks, despite that they're 1-0 down and in the 80th minute. I'm surprised they missed that totally. But towards the end of the game, Aston Villa did start, getting into it a little bit more. But as is always the case in football, it's too late. Like you should have done this ages ago. Still, they were the better team for the second half, but in the end, we were the better team for a game and a half. So 2-0 lead is on aggregate is pretty good. And we do play Chelsea in the FA Cup final, and there's not actually much to show you because both games are in the cup. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.